You're about to watch me photograph a maternity session, see what lenses I use, see how I pose, what camera settings I'm using, and then most importantly, what do I do with the photos? I don't want photos dying a digital death, so I'll show you what we do with them afterwards. You're about to watch a 10-second clip of my photography, so you make sure that you're watching someone who knows what they're talking about. While you watch it, why don't you hit subscribe? Thanks for sticking around for this maternity session. Now, I will say, I am not primarily a maternity photographer. I really only do it for friends or legacy clients. I love that phrase. My friend Jana Williams uses that one, legacy clients, meaning I already photographed Katie and TJ, their engagement session, their engagement party, and their wedding. And now I get to photograph another momentous moment in their life. But the second they have that baby, I do turn it over to a friend of mine, Jessica Morrissey, who does much better baby photos than I do. So a couple of the things that you're going to see throughout this session here. I'm always trying to create space between the waist and arm. One, you just don't want to do the pancake thing. That's not going to make anyone look their best, but I want to show that she still has a waist. I want to make sure that that part is nice and flattering. Then I want to make sure that I am having connection, not just between mommy and baby, but between mommy and daddy in this case, and daddy and baby, and mommy and daddy and baby, and all of them. So I am using posing that connects them, preferably not looking at the camera too much, and then just, I don't know, light and pretty and close-ups and far away so that it pulls together in an album, which is where we are going next. And if you do nothing else for your business and you don't already have albums and printed products that you're selling to your clients, please do it. Offer them a solution to not let their photos die a digital death, but be printed and cherished and passed down as a heritage and story within their family. And if you are doing albums, I highly suggest using Fundy. Fundy Album Builder is one of my favorites. I've been with them forever, and they do have a Black Friday deal going on right now for 40% off. I use this program constantly. It is great just for designing on my own, maybe doing on my own wall portraits, or what I use it for mostly are creative album design sessions where I sit down, have arts and crafts time with my clients via Zoom, and I do their album design with them. I make changes right in front of them because with Fundy, it's super, super easy. I am able to drag and drop and the design corrects itself. It looks good. It looks clean. All the sides are even and it's just so super simple to use. So definitely check out the Black Friday deal. And now let's get into actually doing this album together. So we've got all these different photos here. I'm just going to grab a bunch. Normally I would have done this beforehand, but I needed to record my audio. So you're just going to watch as I select some photos. Now, personally, I do like to have everything in color that I choose. I don't like to have the black and whites, even though I have black and white selects in here that I do show the couple. I prefer not to have them when I am designing the album because when I'm designing the album in Fundy, I can just turn photos into black and white, and I want to have the freedom to turn them back into color if that's something that my client asks for. And they do ask for a lot to turn photos back into color. So if I just import the color photos, then I'm covered. I don't have to re-import color photos that maybe I had thrown into black and white. Oh my gosh, I just love a lot of these. This is going to naturally be a problem. It always is. I just love the photos. Can't help it. Oh, she looks so gorgeous too. It really is wonderful when you get to photograph the legacy clients. My friend Jana Williams calls them that, legacy clients. And it's stuck. I definitely am using that saying from now on. Okay. I think we're good. I think we got it. All right, let's just pull it in. Let me show you how fast this is. So this is 52 photos. I'm going to import them into Fundy. All right, so 52 photos in here. I'm going to make an album for them. So we're just going to new album. I'm going to go into one of my favorite labs, H&H Color Lab here. Typically, I'm going to go for the lay flat albums, especially since they have some nice acrylics there. They're nice. And engagement, not engagement. I'm so used to it. Maternity photos, photo albums are usually an 8x8. So I'm going to go with that. No cover. We'll just label this maternity. And you ready for this? You ready? Click auto design, 30 pages, all my images. That's what I want it to be, and done. Look at that. Now from here, it's obviously not perfect because this is a computer and I'm a human and an artiste. So what I'm going to do, a couple things I like to do. I'd like to come up to my settings. I like my image spacing to be 0.2 because for me, that just gives a little more breathability. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pull out the photos that I think will do well as full spreads. And it's technically not this one. This one I know I want there, 2 squares. That's good. This is probably a good full spread because they're off on the side. There we go. Yeah. And then that just works perfectly. I'll probably come in and delete some of these. Let's find some more full spreads. Full spread. And I know I have like a bunch of these. No cramp. I chose too many photos. What did I do? Typical. Okay. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort. I don't really like that one. I'm taking that one out. I'm going to sort a bunch of these, decide if there's any that are a little bit too repetitive for me, and go from there. Now here's a fun little spot. This is the layouts section where you can actually peruse all of the different layouts that they have. This one I want like a certain layout, and actually, funny enough, I don't see it, and it's such a basic layout. I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because one is a horizontal photo. So let's do a switcheroo. Two are horizontal photos. There we go. This is what I was looking for. More of this, just like right across the board, white. All right, so here's a perfect example where I know I want all of these to be in black and white, and all I have to do is plop them in just like that. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go here. Yeah, let's do that. Plop them in black and white. We can always pop them back to color later if we want to. All right, now this looks good to me. Just to give you a little bit of my rationale behind this, separating photos, making sure that there aren't any that are super similar. And then I want to do what I call bouncing the eyes. So if I have 2 here, then maybe 4 here, and then this is right heavy. So the next one, I want to make sure it's not right heavy. If this has a lot of negative space, then the next one I want to have a full bleed. So it's just kind of making sure that it's different so that as I'm going through with the client, things do not look the same. Anyway, that's it. That's an album design. Let me just go ahead and I'll create a slideshow. Boop, boop. And we'll play it without the music, because who wants the music? We're just going to go ahead and mute that while I talk to you and you can listen to it. That's it. Black Friday deal, 40% off for Fundy. It's something that I use in my business constantly. Super easy to use, barely a learning curve, drag and drop. It's just easy. Check it out. Anyway, hope you like this maternity session, and I'll see you next time. Let me tell you about this video sponsor, Squarespace. I have been using Squarespace for probably over a decade. Squarespace is a platform where you can create beautiful custom websites in just a few minutes. Choose from a plethora of templates where you can easily plug and play your own work. It's an all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. We all know that an online presence is crucial for your brand, so build one that stands out. Head over to this link for my exclusive 10% discount on your first domain at Squarespace.